Hi YouTube. So this video is going to be about making the hammer drop catch spring, okay, for your Polish Vis 35 pistol, otherwise known as Radom or Radom, or I think it's Radom or Radom Vis 35. So if you don't know how to take your hammer drop catch safety out, what you want to do is, or hammer drop catch, I guess is the proper name. What you want to do is, okay, hopefully I can show you this way. No, my camera is not gonna focus. Okay, so we want to depress the firing pin in so that we can slightly move this back plate off, okay, just a little bit until you feel or see that the hammer drop catch became free basically, and you can take it out completely. Okay, so let me explain to you how the spring normally sits. Basically, it goes in this little space right here. Let me see. Let's zoom you in. So hopefully you can see what I'm pointing at. Maybe with this. Okay. So that's where the spring goes, is in this opening right here. Okay. Can you see it? Yeah. And one side of the spring, one edge of the spring sits against right here, okay, on the slide. And the other leg of the spring goes right inside here, okay. Can you see that cutout? So that's how the spring should look. What we're going to do is make it out of little piano wire that I have right here. Normally it's straight, I just bent it a lot. Okay, so this piano wire is less than 1 millimeter thick in diameter, and it fits into this opening pretty nicely. Okay, so it goes right in. So I'm going to use this piano wire because it's spring tempered steel basically, or tempered steel and made into spring. So I'm going to cut off a piece. Well, actually I'm going to bend it first and then cut off a piece. What we want to do is grab the very edge of this and just make a little bend, kind of like that, okay? Just a little bend. Then, using needle nose pliers with round jaws, which are the easiest, I guess, to use for this type of work, what we're going to do is let's find a 6 millimeter or about that place on the jaw here. As you can see right there, it's 6 millimeters or so. Okay, and we know that that's where our spring should go, or that's where our wire should go when we're making the spring out of it. Okay, but I'm actually going to position it a little bit higher, simply because I want my spring to be a little bit tighter. Okay, because as we all know, they tend to bounce back, springs. Okay, so basically I made myself a little thing like this. Okay, and that's going to be the main part of our spring. Okay, right here. That's what it looks like. Alright, So the diameter here should be about 6 millimeters. Okay, the inner one, just about 6 millimeters. I'm going to actually collapse it just a little bit this way. Make sure that it's not going to protrude too much. Okay. So once I've done that, what I'm going to do is grab about right there, I guess. Yeah. Maybe 2-3 millimeters past that little bend we made, that little leg. Okay, and bend the spring down right here. Okay, so it should be flat, or as flat as we can make it. Okay, like so, and then it should bend down. Okay, and this is where we're going to clip it off. We're going to clip it off, leaving maybe 1.5 millimeters, maybe to 2 millimeters remaining. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's what we've made. Oops, sorry for knocking the camera around. That spring wire is just jumping around and I was trying to catch it. Okay, so, okay, let me show you what we've got here. Okay, this is the best my camera can do, I guess. Okay, so this is what we have. We have this little spring that looks like that. I hope you can tell all of its bends and everything. Okay, that's what the spring looks like. What we're going to do is put it on here into that little opening that I showed you before, and we're going to just spread the spring over that opening. Hopefully it goes on without fighting too much. Okay, so now the spring is on. Okay, I hope you can see that. What we're going to do is take its leg that we bent and put it into that little opening inside the hammer drop catch. Okay, just like that. I hope you can see that. Okay, and then we're going to reinstall it into the slide. And just so you can see how that looks like, I'm going to try to do it for you on camera. We're stuck a little, and it has nothing to do with the spring. It's just I dropped it in at an angle. Okay, it has to go in straight like that. Okay, and as you can see, maybe that little leg right here is what we want to go over the frame. Sorry, again. Okay, like that, into the frame. Boom, and everything kind of snaps back when it's reinserted. And as you can see, the hammer drop catch is now all the way up. Okay, simply because we left that bottom leg that works against the frame or against the slide kind of be lower, right? And we had to push it up, so everything is pushed up. Okay, and now you can see how well the spring works. See that? It snaps back with authority. Okay, watch this on the inside. That's our little spring right there that you can see just inside there. Okay, there it is. It's working wonderfully. Okay, so the spring is very easy to make. If you want, I could possibly make a few of these springs and just sell them, I guess. But it's very easy to make it yourself, and these piano wires are cheap at hobby shop places, so I'm sure you can get one. But yeah, so it works. There you go. That's all you need to do to make that spring, and that's how you make it.